I was the president of the Student Bar Association for Loyola Law School. And Phil Corboy was the most famous alumni at the time we were there. That would be my last year, my third year, 1974. And as in the role of being the Student Bar Association president, and because we were in some cramped quarters, we decided it would be a really good idea if we sued the university. So myself and my roommates, we put together a complaint, and it was called Cullerton et al. Versus Loyola University. I did not write the complaint, but my roommate did, and we decided to have a press conference at the Daly Center so we could file a lawsuit. And we went to the Daly Center, and unfortunately there was no media that actually showed up. And I was leaving the law school. You know, I had already got my, I think I'd already just about gotten all my grades, so I figured it would be a good time to sue. But my successor was coming in, the next president of the Student Bar Association. He said, well, I said, maybe we shouldn't file this, you know, nobody knows that we did it. He says, well, I think I know Phil Corboy, maybe he can see us. And I said, Phil Corboy? I said, why would he see us? He says, well, let's try. And we went across the street, and we went up to the office, totally unannounced. 3 students at Loyola asked to see him, saw us right away. It was very intimidating, if you remember. But we're sitting there, and he looks at the complaint, reads the complaint. It took like 15 minutes. We just sat there. He said, this is very good. He says, very good. The last 2 paragraphs were anticipatory, but other than that, it's excellent. And I said, well, my roommate's the one that drafted it. He says, well, what do you want? He says, well, we'd like to file this lawsuit. We want you to be our lawyer. He said, I'll consider it. He said, but first, maybe we should see if they're willing to settle. I said, okay. So he tells his secretary, get Father Baumhart on the phone, the president of Loyola University. Didn't take long for Father Baumhart to answer the phone, and we're just sitting there. And he says, I've got some students here, and I'm thinking about being their lawyer, and we're going to sue you, unless you'd like to have a meeting. And sure enough, he says, would you boys like to have a meeting with the president? We said, yes, of course. We never filed the lawsuit. And sure enough, you know, the next months that transpired after that, a committee was formed, money was raised, and we got a new law school. And it was only because of him. And the time that he took to see us, it was just extraordinary.